Hey, what's going on? What's going on, guys? This is your man, Real Deal, Steele, coming to you live on this another special late edition, another midnight mass edition. Great to see you guys. Great to see you guys. Burning the midnight oil again. Here we are, folks. Here we are, folks. Thank you for joining me tonight. Friday night, technically Saturday, but we don't count that till the sun comes up. So Friday night, feeling all right. What is good, guys? What is good? Wait, it's technically Thursday night. Friday is, no, it's Thursday night, technically Friday night. You guys know what I'm saying. Anyway, happy, I'm not even going to count April Fools till I wake up tomorrow. I'll put it that way. Anyway, great to see you guys. Got a fun little show lined up for you tonight, and we are going to get into it, boppers. Without any further ado, let's see who's up in the chat live tonight. We've got Nathaniel Smith. We got RW. We got Swift Lipinski. We've got Emperor Doge, Michael Lawrence, Alan Schneider, Diamond Hands Freddy, Emperor Doge, Mobafire. Who else do we got in here? We got Keith Havens. We've got Hunter Wayne. And we've got Stormer144. Good to see you back in the mix, Stormer. Mama Crypto, of course, holding it down, those mod duties. Keith Havens, I think I mentioned him already. Name's so nice, you got to say it twice. Nathaniel Smith is ready to go. Hunter Wayne, good to see you in the mix. Alex C, Marco, Leo, and the list goes on, the list goes on. And yes, indeed, Steelecoin is upon us. Steelecoin just got launched today, guys. Big, huge news, Steelecoin. If you haven't heard about it, Steelecoin is unlike any other cryptocurrency on the market. It is the first meme coin that is just a meme. And some of you probably have already seen the Steelecoin launch video that I released just a few hours ago. So guys, get this. Steelecoin, because it costs you $0 to invest, I can guarantee you that you will lose zero of your money. And the best part is, when you invest in Steelecoin, when you invest all zero of your investment on Steelecoin, you are guaranteed 10x, 100x, 1000x, millionx if you wanted to. So, and the best, another great feature of Steelecoin is zero liquidity, zero dev team. You know the project's docs. I'm right here, right, guys? So, someone says it has been rug pulled. No, we've just begun. I don't know if you guys have seen the Steelecoin chart, but it's absolutely parabolic right now. Parabolic. People are buying up gazillions of Steelecoins. I'm gonna go like Oprah up in this piece. You get Steelecoins. 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 Everybody gets Steelecoins. Yeah. Michael says I like those odds. Yes. It's truly the first 100% safe cryptocurrency. And that noise you're hearing right now is Remy bringing me this orange monkey toy. She wants to play, and she only wants to play because she sees that my attention is divided. She's a jealous girl. And Remy was actually featured briefly in my Steelecoin debut video. Yeah, 1 million X, Michael, 1 million X. Not a rug pull, it's a magic carpet ride. Michael, you've been hired to the official Steelecoin marketing team. You've just been officially hired to the Steelecoin marketing team right there. I like that. Not a rug pull, a magic carpet ride. Alan says you can stop talking about it. I bought it all. You bought all 69 gazillion, because that's how much. That's the supply. Yeah. So this project has been endorsed by Siddharth Jadrin and Crypto Batman, only in the first night of its inception, of its launch rather. This thing's going straight to the moon and beyond. Remy thinks so too. Remy, are you excited about Steelecoin? Are you excited about Steelecoin? Yeah, she's excited about Steelecoin. She is wild about Steelecoin. She is so excited. I am so excited. The energy at Steele HQ right now is absolutely off the charts. is absolutely off the charts. Kryptonian says, I'm pretty bullish on Steelecoin. Everybody, let's get Steelecoin trending. Hashtag Steelecoin. Oh man, I really should probably copyright that thing. Please put a cap on the total supply, someone says. You know, you gotta watch the video if you haven't already. I can guarantee you, as a Steelecoin investor, you guys, if one of you were to ask me to burn 5 billion Steelecoins, I promise that I will tell you that that's what I did. You can be assured of that. You can be assured of that. So Remy is she's so ramped up about Steelecoin. It's wild, guys. It's wild. So yeah, I think everybody in the chat tonight right now is a Steelecoin investor. Airdrop Steelecoin. They are, so Steelecoin, they're kind of airdrop, but it's more like through telepathy. They're airdrop trucking all day. Steelecoin to the moon. Steelecoin to the moon, Mars, and beyond. And we're going to Saturn. We're going to Saturn. Steelecoin's just getting started. Moon is just the first destination. And I gotta tell you, the roadmap is out of this world. People asking, is Steelecoin actually real? Steelecoin is real in terms of it's a real idea. It's a real idea. Like I said, Steelecoin is the first meme coin that's just a meme. Telepath drop, yeah. And it also, we're also the first cryptocurrency to offer mental telepathy drops. Yeah, so I'm. It's not quite an airdrop. It's a telepathy drop, or a telepath drop. Yeah, there's. Michael says, "Baby Doge Steelecoinzilla." Yeah, I can't wait for the spin-offs, right? Baby Steelecoin, baby Steele Inu coin, baby safe Steele. Where can we get Steelecoin at? You guys, I am beaming Steelecoins to each and every one of you's MetaMask wallets and Trust wallets right now. There, check your wallets, guys. Check your wallets. Nathaniel asks, love you, Steven. What do you think about ApeCoin? I actually made a video on that if you want, and I'll additionally tell you what I think about it briefly here, but just for future reference after the show, Nathaniel, if you want to just do a YouTube search for Steven Steele ApeCoin, I did edit down a video on my opinion on it. I think ApeCoin I think ApeCoin, despite how well it's doing right now, I would put it in the higher risk category certainly than most everything else in the top 20. That being said, I do think it has the potential to go the distance. I do think it has the potential to really make some very significant movement and gains even from where it is right now. And the reason I think this is because a little bit over half of the supply is residing in the hands of Bored Ape Yacht Club holders. And the way I see it, to be a Bored Ape Yacht Club holder, you have to be very financially set. You have to be very financially comfortable. So, and plus you have to be incredibly invested in the culture of BAYC. So, given those factors, I think this increases the probability of many of those Bored Ape Yacht Club holders that have been airdropped a ton of ApeCoin, to hold. So I can't see them. Now, there was some dumping going on, certainly on opening day, but it's since recovered back then pretty nicely. So for those reasons alone, honestly, I think that ApeCoin does have potential. And I think it's a very interesting experiment. And Remy thinks that too, don't you, Remy? What do you think about ApeCoin, Remy? What do you think about ApeCoin? Woohoo! Woohoo! Yeah. I think she likes ApeCoin. Yeah, I think she likes ApeCoin. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, she's going ape over ApeCoin. So, Remy, what do you think about Steelecoin? Woohoo! What do you think about Steelecoin, Remy? She's looking at me like this. Come here. What do you think about Steelecoin? Yeah? You should see the look she's giving right now. She's just like, ears straight up. Steve Vidal says, I don't feel safe having those people holding those coins. They should be burning them in relation to... Yeah, I understand. Look, I understand people's concerns about it, and I think people's concerns about a project like that are well warranted. I myself, I have a little bit of money in ApeCoin, just because I think it's an interesting experiment that could pay off. And so if you had to summarize my opinion on ApeCoin in one sentence, that would be it. I think it's an interesting experiment that could pay off. So I hope that's helpful for you guys. Because we are going to keep the Steelecoin going hardcore. We're going to keep keep making Steelecoin memes. I noticed the first Steelecoin memes started hitting my inbox today, and I love them. I'm going to start tweeting those out this week. So Steelecoin for the win. The first meme coin. That's just the meme. Yeah. Truck good to see you in the mix. Says ApeCoin has got to be the biggest crypto launch ever on every exchange. Yeah, there's no denying that, Truck all day. The amount of progress that ApeCoin has made in such a short amount of time in terms of getting platformed on very prominent exchanges is quite extraordinary, and something that we really haven't seen before. And that's another reason why I see, potentially anyway, such huge potential in ApeCoin. So we'll see. Could ApeCoin go down significantly in value? Could we see it go down to the likes of $4, $5, $6? Certainly could. But I think there is enough there for it to have a lot of potential and a lot of upsides in the future. Carlos, Steelecoin, my friend. Yeah, Steelecoin. That's what we're talking about. If you guys, those of you who are, I just want to be very clear to those of you, because I know some of my YouTube viewers aren't even on Twitter. I just want to be clear. Steelecoin isn't a serious project. It's not a coin. It's not a real coin. Okay. It's just like a meme joke thing that I'm doing, and I'm just having fun with it. So, in case anyone's wondering, because there's probably a few of you that are kind of wondering if it's actually real or not. So, RB is very strict on what they list. This is true. Bitcoinist reporting today. This is kind of funny. Dogecoin founder gives Shiba Inu metaverse a thumbs down, and I saw these comments happen in real time from Billy Marcus as he was tweeting them out last night. Meme project Shiba Inu recently announced the launch of its metaverse project titled Sheeb. The metaverse is a long-awaited step for the digital asset, but not everyone is pleased with what the project has been doing. One of those is Dogecoin co-founder Billy Marcus, who has taken to Twitter to express his displeasure with the move being made by the meme coin creators. At the announcement of the new Shiba Inu metaverse, Marcus had taken to the comments to deliver what he thought about the project, and he points out this move adds no utility for the meme token whatsoever, given that they had made up a random metaverse and are now, quote-unquote, selling fake land with Ethereum. So Billy Marcus, particularly these days, just really pulling no punches as far as how he's sharing his opinions and is expressing himself on all matters crypto and NFTs. He further lamented the price of these metaverse lands, which are being sold at 0.2 ETH and 1 ETH a pop for a total of 100,000 lands. It seems that the Dogecoin creators sees this as a money grab on the part of the creators, revealing that the Sheeb devs are raising another 100 to 300 million in addition to what they have already made off the success of Shiba Inu. Marcus further added that if he was an investor in the project, a move like this would annoy him. However, he urged people to go ahead if they planned to enrich the devs further. And these are the exact words of Billy regarding the new SHIB metaverse. He says, how is making a random metaverse and selling fake land with Ethereum adding utility to the project? I mean, whatever, if people want to give the devs even more money to go ahead, but if I was a SHIB holder, I would be annoyed. Another of Marcus's tweets seems to be a further dig at Shiba Inu. This time around, the founder explained that people want things that would add value to their lives, adding that if your community... This is actually a very good quote from Marcus today. If your community is based around getting rich quick, it will become the worst community ever made. Well, I understand the overall point that Billy is making there, and I think it is a fair one, that if your community is solely based around a get-rich-quick scheme or a get-rich-quick objective, it's going to... you're not going to harbor the friendliest and the most sustainable communities, put it that way. And we see that all throughout various fly-by-night crypto projects, and that can probably be demonstrated most prominently throughout Telegram, really. So that was, I thought those are pretty amusing thoughts from Billy regarding that. And I would overall tend to agree with that assessment. I do not think, and I wish the SHIB community well. I wish people... I know some of you guys are invested in SHIB, and I wish prosperity on you guys. But I agree. I really don't see how this is going to add any significant utility, let alone value, to the project. Nathaniel asks, speaking of SHIB, what do you think, Steve? Doge or SHIB? Earlier today, Elon was live and still credits Doge. Yes, of course. You know, Elon only holds 3 cryptocurrencies, and that is Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Doge. Dogecoin is far and away his favorite cryptocurrency, and still is his favorite cryptocurrency. You know, when you look at the fact that Elon had recently, well, semi-recently, adopted a Shiba Inu puppy, and he explicitly, expressed that the reason why he got that puppy was for inspired out of his love for Dogecoin and kind of a nod to the official Dogecoin mascot. This is somebody that's not just in it for a short term or a trend. Furthermore, Elon Musk, we now know, has been in talks with various Dogecoin developers over a 4-year span, you guys. So Elon Musk is very, very serious when it comes to his commitment on future plans for Dogecoin. And isn't that right? I got my real life Doge here. Remy is the official co-host for the night, and she wants to be heard. She wants to be heard. So what do you think about that, Remy? Do you think that Elon Musk has huge, tremendous plans for Dogecoin? That is a yes if I've ever seen it. Do you think so? Do you think so, Remy? How do you think Dogecoin is going to do in 2022? How do you think Dogecoin is going to do in 2022? Really good? Good? Yeah, she says yes. She says yes. Yeah, see, she's excited. She's excited. Oh, very bullish on Doge. Remy, sit. Be a good co-host now. Be a good co-host. Gotta be a good co-host. Remy, lie down. Stay there. Okay, you gotta behave, sweetie. You gotta behave. She is so fired up. You know what had her fired up today is Steelecoin. Just has her going wild. Ever since Steelecoin got launched, it's been going absolutely parabolic. Remy cannot calm down to save her life, and she is bullish on Steelecoin, right? Bullish on Steelecoin? Woo-woo! Yeah, she is just going out of her tree with excitement from the Steelecoin launch. So you'll have to forgive her excitement here, guys. Remy is just a bit more exuberant than usual. But as I was saying, you guys, Elon Musk's commitment to Dogecoin and interest to Dogecoin is very long-term. It's very calculated, much more so than most people realize. And I personally think it's going to really pay big dividends long-term for Dogecoin holders and the community. So there we have it. There we have it. Anyway, let's get to the next story. I'm only going to touch on this briefly because I don't want to indulge in it too much further. But it is still the news cycle, and so I'm going to cover it. So a few different news outlets are still reporting on the huge, tremendous crash on Matt Wallace's latest token project, Accept Crypto, that he was been involved with and kind of a project lead on, along with Miles. And there have been a number of statements made that have continuously coming out. Matt Wallace still contending his innocence and saying that it was a glitch from the third-party group that they had hired for the coding, and he says that he's even taking more aggressive action to prove that this was the case. So we'll see how it shakes out. I really hope the folks that did lose their money, that invested in that project, get a chance to get some of their investments back, because it's not fair to investors. So I hope for investors' sake that there is some recovery in the project, and that people can make some of their money back, or perhaps some folks will even end up making some gains, or not. But we will see how that shakes out. Obviously, a lot of speculation surrounding how that shook out, and we'll see. I'm going to keep an eye on it and see how the evolution of it shakes out, and see if there are any solutions that arise from it. The next story, 10 companies that accept Dogecoin payments. This was a cool article that I came across on makeuseof.com. Dogecoin might have started a meme coin, but many companies now allow you to use the currency to pay for goods and services, which is best. So these are 10 very large companies that now all accept Dogecoin. And number one is Twitch. Yes, Twitch, one of the world's most popular live streaming services, has been accepting Dogecoin payments for quite some time now. In fact, it initially began accepting Dogecoin back in 2014, before cryptocurrency hit its popularity boom. I have to be honest, I didn't even know Twitch was around that long, since 2014. And then, of course, Newegg, which is a very massive computer company. Tesla, of course, expects Dogecoin in limited capacity right now, but I believe that they are ramping up for full capacity Dogecoin integration later this year. Keys for Coins, a company I never heard of before, is a great website if you want to buy game keys and gift cards using your Dogecoin. So that's pretty cool. Another one, AMC Theaters, obviously now accepts Dogecoin. This is massive. GameStop also accepts Dogecoin, and this is a more recent development that happened a bit earlier in the year. Air Baltic, I covered this right when this first got covered. Air Baltic also accepts Dogecoin. You may be wondering, what the heck is Air Baltic? Well, it's obviously an airline company that has a significant presence in the Baltic countries. And then one company I've never heard of that accepts Dogecoin as well is Buterin. And that's your one-stop shop for buying gift cards with crypto. So that's kind of an online thing. And obviously then the Dallas Mavericks. I was about to say the Malice Davricks. The Dallas Mavericks franchise obviously accepts Dogecoin, not only for merchandise, but for tickets and season tickets as well. And number 10 is EasyDNS. In spring of 2021, the well-known Canadian ISP EasyDNS announced it began supporting Dogecoin payments. In fact, EasyDNS is the first internet corporation for assigned names and numbers registrar to accept Dogecoin, Bitcoin, and Ethereum and Litecoin payments. So if you're looking to grab your own domain name, you can pay for it with the Doge. With so many companies now accepting Dogecoin payments, you no longer have to pay for products and services using traditional tender. Yeah, and so we do start to see the narrative shaping up more and more as Dogecoin reaches more levels of mainstream adoption. And I think we're only going to continue to see much more of that, particularly by the year's end. And particularly once Tesla integrates Dogecoin fully into its payment processing systems. We have gotten a more than enough hints, but there was even some screenshots of some coding that came out to suggest that this was going to be the case. And I do believe, I'm like 99.9% certain that Tesla is going to announce that they will be accepting Dogecoin in its full capacity by the end of the year at the latest. So now that the Robinhood wallets are finally been dispatched to pretty much everyone at this time, I wouldn't be surprised if this decision happens sooner or later. Finally get a super chat. First super chat of the night from Mama Crypto. Appreciate it. Thank you for being an awesome mod, Mama Crypto. $5 and make you holler. Hashtag Steelecoin forever. Love you, fam. Huggles. Of course, Mama Crypto. I never heard the term Huggles until I met Mama Crypto. Oh my goodness. But thank you so much, Mama Crypto. Appreciate it. Tesla will accept Steelecoin. I love it. I love that. You guys, let's campaign to get Elon Musk and let's campaign to get Tesla to accept Steelecoin. No, it would be awesome if we could get Elon Musk to watch the Steelecoin video. That would be great. That would be great. But keep the Steelecoin memes coming, you guys. I'm absolutely loving them. And don't forget to tag me in any of them that you make. But yeah, that won't be the last Steelecoin video I make. I'll be making more of them. It's a lot of fun. Let's get to the next story here, guys. And that comes courtesy of CNBC. And what is CNBC talking about? If you traded crypto last year, you need to report it on your tax return. Boo. One of the misconceptions of crypto is that it is anonymous. Yes and no. Is that really a misconception? I mean, most people that are involved in crypto, particularly as traders, understand that it's all a matter of blockchain documentation. So I'm not sure if that's a popular misconception. I'm not sold on that. But it just goes on to say, explain how the tax deadline's coming up. Crypto traders, NFT buyers, and sellers will need to report their gains to the IRS so that they can be properly taxed. How many of you guys have already done your taxes? I am really terrible about being on time for such matters. So I'm still working on it. But it can be confusing if you owe your taxes on Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Ether, and other cryptocurrencies, especially when the tricky cryptocurrency question that's included on every tax return. And also, you guys, whatever exchanges that you've done crypto trading on, they all give you end of the year report earnings or losses to hand over and figure in with your taxes. So they email pretty much every user. You just got to search for it in your inbox if you lost track. I need a Steelecoin tee. How many of you like to see Steelecoin t-shirts? That's something I was thinking about making two things. I was thinking about making, just for fun, maybe a short run of Steelecoin tees and like trucker hats. I think trucker hats could be cool. Keith, I can't read that comment out loud, but that's funny. Let's do it. I'm going to buy a Cybertruck with Steelecoin, says Kylan. Yes. Tesla, accept Steelecoin. The first meme coin to be just a meme. Let us buy Teslas with memes. Yes, let us buy Teslas with memes. Oh, guys, we're having a good time. And crypto Twitter is going to be wilding all day tomorrow as April 1st is upon us. So just be careful what you read out there because chances are most of it's not going to be true tomorrow, guys. So just take everything you read on crypto Twitter tomorrow with a grain of salt. Next story here, BBC News reporting Ronin Network. What a 600 million hack says about the state of crypto. My goodness. Thousands, if not millions of people could have lost money in the second largest crypto hack in history. Ronin Network, a key platform powering the popular mobile game Axie Infinity, has $615 million stolen. A 20-year-old from Wiltshire, Dan Reen, is one of those affected. He told the BBC, "I've lost 0.15 ETH, about $500. It's bad when I have friends in the worst position." Oh, that's not that bad. Yeah, but that's a fair chunk of money when you're just a kid, though, when you're 19, 20 years old. The 23-year-old from Ireland added, "I don't think people fully understand the significance of this hack. 600 million is a very big portion of the assets in this network." Well, of course it is. It's a significant portion of assets for any network. It's $600 million. So Axie Infinity has kind of been one of the foremost prominent projects in the gaming DeFi sector of cryptocurrency. But you know what, guys? I kind of see this as growing pains. It's not the first time. It's not going to be the last. But I have to say, to the tune of 600 million, these are very, very significant numbers and nothing to sneeze at. So, but I do think that these sort of security breaches are going to be continuously tightened up over time. But it's a good reminder. The upside is that, if you're involved in cryptocurrency investments still, even now in 2022, I believe that you're still very early on to all this, particularly if you're messing around with DeFi projects. The upside is you can win big with massive margins being this early and going into the DeFi sector at this juncture. The downside is it's more of a high-risk, high-reward scenario because it is also new that it is subject to security breaches, more so like the one aforementioned there. So just be careful out there. Just be careful out there, folks. Let's go to the next story. So Senator Gillibrand is going to introduce a cryptocurrency regulation bill and acknowledges energy concerns. Okay. Senator Gillibrand is carefully studying this issue and the potential solutions. Her spokesperson, Lizzie Landau, wrote when asked if the senator supports a moratorium on proof-of-work mining in New York. She believes we should avoid creating a situation where jurisdictions race to the bottom in an effort to attract new businesses, which could cause firms to simply move from locales to higher environmental standards to those with little or no environmental standards. She believes that companies must be held accountable and cannot avoid regulations simply by moving. Rather, she believes we should incentivize them to use renewable energy to act as stewards on their local ecosystems. Sounds nice in writing. It really does. The thing is, the crypto mining industry is already making huge leaps and strides on making itself much more energy efficient, much greener, if you will. And when you look at Kirsten Gillibrand's track record, the lobbyist she is been involved with, and where much of her funding really comes from behind the scenes, it's folks from Wall Street. It's various from various sectors in the financial sectors that aren't very fond of cryptocurrency. So one has to be a bit suspicious when we see legislation drawn up from elected leaders who have proven to have such interests, right? I mean, that's the way I see it anyway. So, just view all this stuff with a healthy bit of skepticism is what I would say. So Vitalik Buterin, a very revealing interview recently through CoinDesk, and had some very interesting things to say, and I am going to share a bit of those with you guys now. And CoinDesk kind of reported on this. Ethereum today has resulted from previous decisions that were constrained by resources and what Vitalik calls brain cycles and implementations, where sometimes it was worth waiting for perfect and other times when good enough sufficed. Now, this is a direct quote from Vitalik Buterin. In general, it sometimes feels like, to me, Ethereum's biggest challenges come from a balancing between two visions: a pure and simple blockchain that values safety and simplicity, and a high-performance and functional platform for building advanced applications. Yes, Ethereum initially wanted to become the world computer or decentralized platform powered by cryptocurrency to execute any conceivable application. Today, Ethereum supports a multi-billion-dollar economy, attracts some of the world's smartest computer scientists, and is the wellspring from which a number of novel primitives surface. And then Vitalik Buterin has been expressing skepticism of the many decentralized autonomous organization, or DAOs, right? And Billy recently has been expressing a lot of skepticism toward DAOs as well, in which the presence of venture capitalists and self-interested actors have become the de facto standard, and where token voting becomes the stand-in for plutocracy. So just let that marinate. Okay, let that marinate. Some very valid concerns there. Once you just let thoughts like this kind of set in. So some of this is the natural income of Ethereum's from Ethereum. Buterin fairly categorized as not credibly neutral in a recent blog. So pretty interesting thoughts being shared from Vitalik Buterin, an absolutely brilliant guy. I still do personally believe that the future is incredibly bullish for Ethereum, and despite all of its rivals, and some of them very notable, very strong, vibrant rivals, I don't think any of them are going to knock off Ethereum. I think there's plenty of action out there, plenty of technological development out there for both Ethereum and its most prominent alternatives to all thrive. Some of those alternatives would be, of course, Solana, AVAX. AVAX now really showing a lot of momentum in terms of the expansion of both in the metaverse world and the NFT world. Lunaterra as well, and a couple others, but those are the most prominent Ethereum alternatives, essentially. Let's see what's going on in the chat. I've been kind of running around with all my tabs open, so let's see what you guys are talking about. When is AskCoin going to be integrated into Steelecoin? Yeah, maybe I could start a workout video. Maybe I could put together a special workout video with Liv called Steele Ass. Steele Ass, right? And that could be... Now you guys are actually giving me some fun ideas. Yeah, Steele Ass, the program to really get the glutes in shape. Yeah, on VHS tape only. On VHS tape only. Do I hold any NFTs? Yes, I do hold NFTs. Chris Crypto talking about Steelecoin right now on his show. Oh, okay, awesome. Yeah, I think he still is active on Patreon, I believe. That's awesome. Steelecoin fever is just sweeping the nation right now, guys. I want to see those Steelecoin memes out there. I want to see those hashtags out there. Steelecoin is just sweeping the nation. Anyway, let's pivot to the next story. Ricky Gervais tells his audience he wouldn't have mocked Jada Pinkett Smith's hair during the Oscars, but he would have made a joke about her boyfriend. Comedian Ricky Gervais reportedly told an audience at a show in London yesterday that he wouldn't have made a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith's hair, but he would have made wisecracks about her boyfriend if he had been hosting the Oscars, particularly. During the comics appearance at Highgate, Gervais reportedly told the room that he didn't have any jokes related to Will Smith and his slapping of Chris Rock at the 94th Academy Awards on Sunday after the comedian cracked a joke about Jada's shaved head amid her hair loss battle, reported the Mirror. I'll get that out of the way, Gervais said. I have not got any Will Smith material. It trended. I trended when that happened, and I was not even there. What has it got to do with me, he added. People were going, what would have happened if Ricky Gervais had been hosting the Oscars? Yes, this is true. Well, nothing, as I would have not made a wife about his joke's hair, he continued, but I would certainly have made jokes about her boyfriend. This new material is going to be for a new show called Armageddon, he said. I might change that. So he said, the new material is going to be for my new show called Armageddon, Gervais said. I might change that to alopecia. Oh, yeah, I like Ricky Gervais. He's absolutely savage, and I think he's a really pretty breath of fresh air, and obviously incredibly talented. I don't know how many of you have seen him host the Oscars in the past, but he has roasted more celebrities than anyone I've ever seen during his tenure as Oscar host, and actually makes it amusing to watch. But Oscar ratings were down over 50% this last year than they were from the previous year. So, aside from this situation between Will Smith and Chris Rock, nobody was paying attention to the Oscars, and I think we're going to continue to see a new trajectory wherein people are just simply tuning out of Hollywood, are kind of just over it. And now we are actually seeing some new, vibrant, major film companies sprout in other places outside of Hollywood, in Texas, and obviously all over Canada as well, in other parts of the U.S., making different kinds of films that, shall we say, don't have the exact same narratives that we're used to out of Hollywood. And I think people are ready for that. And I think we're going to see a massive cultural sea shift continue to take place with Elon Musk, frankly, at one of the figureheads right at the helm of that sea shift. It's very exciting times. And Elon, of course, responded to one of my tweets a couple of days ago, confirming that if he were to either buy Twitter or start his own social media platform, that he would 100% for sure have a Dogecoin tip jar involved. So that made a lot of news, and it's really exciting to see and just be involved in the shaping of what's to come. Anyway, let's get to some market, a little bit of market analysis and what the chatter is going on and what perhaps we can expect in the market in the near future within the next week here. Zombie Doge Army coming in with a $2 make you holler. Give me some of that Steelecoin. I am beaming you 5 billion Steelecoins to your wallet right now, Zombie Doge Army. Get ready. You've been beamed 5 billion Steelecoins, Zombie Doge Army, and thank you for your continued support. Somebody asked earlier in the chat, do I own NFTs? Yes, I own some NFTs. I'm not the most mastered NFT trader, mind you, but I have come a long way in a short amount of time. NFTs they're even a much higher risk investment than crypto overall. However, like anything else, if you're willing to sit down and do the homework and put in the time to become a good rarity sniper in the NFT space, you can really make a good go of it. And people do make full-time livings off of trading NFTs. But I will tell you that it is a full-time job to have a chance to do that effectively. In order to become an effective rarity sniper, which is the only way you're really going to make a consistent living off of trading NFTs, you have to put in a lot of time and a lot of research that's going to essentially equate to the likes of a full-time job. Cardano, my friend. Yes, ADA Cardano finally woke up from its slumber and showing signs of life, so congrats to ADA holders. So what can we expect? What can we expect from the market going forward into the week? Top analyst updates from Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Doge. Forecasts as crypto markets pause, reports the daily hold. Veteran crypto traders are taking to the charts to see where these four of the top cryptocurrencies are headed in the spring months. Pseudonymous crypto analysis Kaleo tells his 500,000 Twitter followers that is after the most recent Bitcoin rally, he expects Bitcoin to rise a bit more and then meander in the mid 50,000 range for a while. I would say that I'd put this in high likelihood scenario. I would agree with the assessment on Kaleo on that. At the time of writing, Bitcoin was down 1.5%. Kaleo also has his eye on peer-to-peer cryptocurrency Litecoin. And obviously is just kind of redundant, continues to climb and piggyback BTC. We do still live in a Bitcoin dominant market, so the behavior of all cryptocurrencies down path from Bitcoin is fairly predictable according to the movement of Bitcoin to a degree, but we do see streaks of independence, certainly with Dogecoin in particular. We are seeing more and more Dogecoin make bullish breakouts and marching to the beat of its own drum. I do think we're going to see a lot more of that as the year goes on, and certainly a ton more of it as the years, plural, go on. Now, Dogecoin. Following up on March 23rd tweet, which Kaleo anticipated Doge mirroring a 2018 rally, Kaleo remains optimistic after it rose 20%. And direct words from Kaleo regarding Dogecoin. Doge is up 20% from the initial entry, still waiting on the day when we'll see a couple massive legs go through. Patience pays. I completely concur with this assessment as well. Dogecoin at time of writing was down 3%. And then also, he mentioned Lunaterra. Now, I am extremely bullish about the future of Lunaterra. If you're not familiar with Luna, it kind of has itself tethered to Steelecoin, and they've been buying just mass amounts of Bitcoin, which have been causing Lunaterra to just go absolutely wild in terms of market value. Been really exciting to see. Those who've been watching the show for a while know that I've been pretty bullish on Luna for a while. I think it's a very interesting, exciting project. Now, Dogecoin, I agree with Kaleo on this. I think we could see a huge rise yet in the very near future from Dogecoin, particularly when we let's put all external factors aside for Dogecoin. Just on the charting alone, things are looking very optimistic for Dogecoin throughout the rest of 2022 from what I can see. Now, things that could dampen what I'm seeing in terms of that outlook for Dogecoin, strictly from a charting matter, are huge rise in inflation rates. But we are just going to have to see how the market adjusts and readjusts up against these sorts of increases in cost of living and inflation, because we are already seeing some kind of bullish behavior streaks anyway, even in the midst of all this adversity, which is really, really awesome to see. But then again, we'll just have to see how the next the long term plays out, particularly since we've been seeing lots of increased inflation and cost of living situations kind of coincide with the current administration that we are under in the U.S. here. So, see, I told you Elon credits Doge. Good feeling there's a Doge spike for April. Yes, I think there could absolutely be. We could be in for a tremendous Doge spike in April. I'd put that in a moderately high category. Why no Twitter notifications, Steele? Yeah, I usually post links to the live stream on Twitter, but I don't know. I just spaced it for once. Just spaced it for once. I'm not deliberately ignoring anyone, but I appreciate the Texas toast going on in the chat, guys. In the chat, Mama Crypto says Luna, Solana, AVAX have just boomed. Yes, totally. I don't have as much Solana as I'd like to, but I am more deeply invested in Luna, both Luna and AVAX, and I've been getting even more and more focused on Luna and just putting small amounts week to week that I could afford. Let's see what else is going on in the chat. Tons of Texas toast in the chat that I'm seeing now. Cast Money, which projects are you holding? I've been working in the NFT space as a project manager. It's not bad. Multiple Cast Money. One of the projects that I'm really into lightly is Gutterpunk's NFT. My friend Darlene, who's an incredible artist and a true innovator in the space. I have a few of those, and I'm a bit biased because there was one made of me in my likeness. That is my current avatar on my Twitter. But I've also purchased some Gutterpunks as well. I really like the project. I think it's got a really good vibe, and I think the artwork's cool, and the team seems very confident and competent and determined. And I like that the mint pricing is a little less And I think they're getting close to getting minted out on a 10K collection. Getting pretty close to it, but yeah, that's just one of the few. I also really like bull market. Oh gosh, give me a second here. I love the artwork for this project, but I can't afford the artwork because the NFT, the floor is so high on it. The floor is so high on it. I also kind of like Bears Deluxe. Bears Deluxe. I don't own a Bears Deluxe, but I like the artwork, and I think the community's strong. Oh, Bull Market Girlfriends. I love all the artwork on Bull Market Girlfriends. I think it's great. But those are just a few. Those are just a few off the top of my head. And I'm still holding many Doge X NFTs. Gosh, that was a project that I think the dev team really kind of came up short in that one. And I think it's unfortunate because the community that was built consequently to Doge X, I think those folks deserved a lot more. I think they deserved a lot more. And I'm sticking by. For that reason, I'm sticking by the Doge X community because I do think there's still a lot of potential there. I genuinely like the artwork. I genuinely like the community and just how committed the community still is despite all the setbacks on the Doge X NFT project. So I'm sticking with them because I believe the investors deserve much better than what they got. And I'm hoping for the best there. But it is now a community-owned project, which I think is very encouraging. And I think that there's a lot of potential as Doge X, as a currency, as a community-owned project, considering the level of passion and determination among the holders there. So, Stephen, how worried should we be about the EU restricting crypto wallet exchanges? I mean, good question, RW. I can't give you a complete answer here. All I can tell you is I'm moderately concerned, but I'm not severely concerned from what I've seen. But I'm keeping an eye on that, RW. I'm keeping an eye on that. Sleepy Random, I heard Matt Wallace is pumping a new coin. Yeah, I think, well, he has a Patreon group, and then he has Patreon picks. He predicts are going to do good numbers in the future. Now, the Patreon picks, most of them, and this isn't unique to Matt's group. This happens in a lot of Patreon groups, to this capacity anyway. The Patreon pick that he tweeted about, I think earlier tonight. Now, this is going to be the most high-risk investment that you can make in cryptocurrency is on something that's a low market cap on its launch date. Okay? Just because of all the variables that can obviously go wrong, and it's uncharted, untested territory. So that's the most high-risk sort of investment you can make. A less risky investment is when somebody gives you a pick, or a Patreon group gives you a pick of an already established coin that's been around a while, but that they feel that's going to ascend in value in the very near future. So that's going to be a much lower risk than investing in an unproven, untested project that's low market cap at launch. So I think that's what's going on there. They Live is a great movie. John Carpenter. I love John Carpenter. Every John Carpenter movie ever made, I'm in love with it. Huge fan of They Live. Huge fan of John Carpenter. And huge fan of those soundtracks, man. My goodness. John Carpenter writes fantastic soundtracks. In fact, he put out like a double album not too long ago, just a few years ago, including a lot of like new scores that he wrote, and they're really, really badass. They're really cool. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wind this one down. A little bit of a shorter one tonight. Well, not that short. I've been going about an hour, and I'm going to unwind. I've had a long day today, but I'm so stoked that I got to connect with you guys and fit in a show on this late evening. I want to thank you, crypto vampires, for staying up with me, and sticking up for me, sure. And don't forget, Steelecoin is where it's at. Steelecoin, we are going to outer space. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Stay positive out there, folks. Until next time, this is your man, Real Deal Steven Steele, signing out. Thanks again, guys. Over and out.
When you had that third failure in a row, did you think, I need to pack this in?
Never.
Why not?
I don't ever give up. I mean, I'd have to be dead or completely incapacitated.
There are American heroes who don't like this idea. Neil Armstrong, Gene Cernan have both testified against commercial spaceflight in the way that you're developing it, and I wonder what you think of that.
I was very sad to see that because those guys are, those guys are heroes of mine, so it's really tough. I wish they would come and visit and see the hardware that we're doing here. And I think that would change their mind.
They inspired you to do this, didn't they?
Yes.
And to see them casting stones in your direction.
It's difficult. Probably not the guy that most people would bet on.
Who wins?
It's like a little kid fighting a bunch of sumo wrestlers. Usually the sumo wrestlers win. We're a little scrappy company. Every now and again, a little scrappy company wins. And I think this will be one of them.
Everyone from the Doge community that's in here tonight, I want you to listen to me very carefully. Right at this moment, I want you to stop what you're doing. Even anything else you might be doing will have in the stream. And I want you to look. I want you to look at that computer screen monitor or that TV screen in front of you with that thumbnail art and my voice coming through to you right now. And I want you to understand one big, simple, epic concept.
We are going to win. We are going to win. We are going to win. We've got the Doge momentum. Can you dig it?
Maybe have some fun. I mean, it's like there's a good chance that crypto is the future currency of Earth. Right. And then it's like, well, which one is it going to be? Like, what would be the most ironic outcome? That the currency that was invented as a joke, in fact, becomes the real currency.
Right. Wow. No, absolutely. So, to the moon.
To the moon.
When you had that third failure in a row, did you think, I need to pack this in?
Never.
Why not?
I don't ever give up.